What's up, guys? This is going to be my first hookah video, hookah related video, and more specifically it's going to be about my first experience with hookah&vapes.com. Well, let me just tell you my little story about hookah here. Started out about 6 months ago. I was hanging out at my friend Katie's. She said about getting her hookah out, and I said, well, I've never smoked one before. We started smoking it. I liked it. So I went down to my local tobacco shop, and they happened to have wee little hookahs. So I bought this guy right here. Real small, like about 10 inches tall or so. And I mean, it smoked. It did what I wanted it to do. It was a starter to see if I'd actually use it. I think I paid like $13 for it. Wasn't a big deal, but recently it started to rust and everything else and fall apart because it's a real cheap material. So I decided it was time to go for something else, something bigger, something better. So I just recently turned 19, so I went out, and for my birthday I bought a birthday present for myself. I brought a KM double pair, 42 inches tall, and I love it. Smokes great. Love it. And bought that from hookah&vapes.com because they're running a deal, running a special, plus all the extras you get when you buy from Hookah&Vapes. So it was a good deal. I think I paid $109 for it. It was a great deal, I think. I also got, with that, I got the Cloud Lotus. Love that thing. Hated using tinfoil and have to poke all those holes. Love just being able to throw that thing on, throw the coals in it, be done with it. Completely worth the $45 or $50, whatever they go for. Anyways, this video is not about that. This video is about my experience with Hookah John. So along with my new hookah, I wanted to get some accessories just to get started with it because I was using the quick lights and everything else I could get down at my local tobacco shop, which isn't much. I had one selection of quick light coals that I've never even heard of, and real cheap little 50-gram tobacco things. You get them for like $2 or something like that. But I wanted to go bigger, so I went to Hookah John because I could get accessories cheaper there. I got his Narbiche hose. I got a Harmony bowl, which is great. I got a coal burner, 2 things of Nocala, 250 grams of tobacco. I got peach flavor and cherry flavor. And I also got, well, I was supposed to get the new Chronic Hookah home lounge box for the coals. It's like 448 coals. It's like 4 kilos for $30. Great deal from what I've seen, because most of the time it's like 1 kilo is going for like $13. So I figured I'd spend the $30 and get the 4 kilos of it. Last me probably a year at least, because I don't smoke hookah every day. More or less a weekend social smoke when I'm around people, whatever. So went, bought those. When my package came, had everything in it except for my coals. So, because Hookah John always advertises that they have the best customer service, I emailed their customer service. Emailed my invoice number, and said, hey, you know, where's my coals at? So he sent back an email saying that that was odd. He asked if I could take pictures of it and send it to him, so I did. I took pictures of the way everything was wrapped up, everything that I got. I even took a tape measure, measured the box out, and sent him pictures of that. And I sent him 5 or 6 different pictures of everything I got. So he then replied the next day, or he then replied that it was odd because there was charcoal markings on the inside of the box. Well, what he was seeing is the charcoal markings were really grease from my hands because I was helping a buddy out in my garage, work on his car, and I had grease on my hands when I carried the box into my house. And so he was seeing the grease, saying it was charcoal, and he's giving me a hard time about it. So I emailed back and was like, explained that, and then he just stopped emailing me. So I waited a day to see if he'd email back. Figured maybe he was closed for the night because it was getting later in the night. And he never emailed back. 24 hours passed, still no email from him. So I finally sent him an email and said, look, if you don't send me the product that I rightfully paid for, I'm going to contact Visa and get my $30 I paid for these back. And then the next day, literally, it was like 11:30 in the morning here, and I'm in Pennsylvania, so California, where he's located out of, is like 3 hours behind us. So I figure it's probably like 8:30 in the morning for him. He calls me saying, asking if I called Visa yet and this and that. I said no. He's like, all right, well, your package will be out right away. He sent me a tracking number and everything. And what I'm confused on is, why did I have to threaten to call Visa to get the product that I rightfully paid for? I mean, yes, I'm 19. I understand what's going through his mind. He's just thinking I'm a young kid trying to screw him out of $30 and get another one of these things of charcoal. No, I'm just trying to simply get the product that I rightfully paid for. And it was, I mean, really, Hookah John, I shouldn't have had to go through all that. I should have just been able to send you an email saying, I didn't receive my product, and, I wouldn't have even minded taking the pictures and sending it to you, as long as you would have been like, okay, I'll send your product out right away. He gave me a hard time about it, though. He was, like, almost arguing with me via email that I received. There was no way that he messed up. I was wrong, he was right, and I honestly don't know if I'm ever going to order from Hookah John again. I mean, yes, mistakes happen, I understand that, but he didn't need to argue with me about it. If he would have just took my word for it and said, okay, we'll send him out, I would have been fine with it. But he argued with me about it, and I don't know if I'm ever going to order from him again. I would really like to know if anybody else has ever had this problem with hookahjohn.com. If you did, just leave me a private message or leave a comment down below. I'm really just interested to see if anybody else has ever had a problem like this with Hookah John. All right, well, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll have more videos up here soon, probably doing shisha reviews, and I'm also going to do vaporizer reviews, the personal vapes, the e-cigs. I'm going to do reviews on flavors and products for them too. So if anybody has any ideas or anything they want me to try, or any suggestions on what to try and review, once again, just leave a comment down below, and I'll talk to you guys later.